Let me begin by asking, how many of you guys are familiar with online web chatting? These icons may look very familiar to you. A lot of you may even have some of these apps on your cell phone at this very moment. I'm pretty sure you have all Skyped or FaceTimed somebody at some point in your life, whether it being with a friend or a long distance family member. And with the internet access being so easily available, more and more people are getting involved in media and the use of web chatting. According to the Internet World Statistics, there are currently over 2 billion people who have internet access worldwide. 8 people start to use the internet every second, and 70% of people use the internet on a day to day basis. But who's to blame? I think we can all agree that the internet is a phenomenal innovation that has changed the way we live our life. Its breakthrough in society has made it easier and so much faster to get information. Well, what if I told you that as I've been here speaking, there have been 21 victims of online sexual exploitation? That's right, at this very moment, as you're listening to me, 21 children around the globe are being manipulated, harassed, and lured into performing sexual acts in front of a webcam. This is called webcam child sex tourism, and it's spreading like an epidemic. You see, this organized crime is happening at this very moment in time. Predators from around the globe go online in hopes of meeting kids and convincing them to perform different acts in front of a camera. These online predators are 4, 5, even 6 times the age of their victims. This goes on every day in countries across the nation. The UN and the FBI estimate there are 750,000 pedophiles online at any given moment. It's far too easy for this trend to happen. Like I said, with the internet being so convenient and accessible nowadays, it has become the prime foreground for this behavior. Chat rooms are the principal source for this exploitation. Yahoo, TinyChat, and other instant messaging sites make it so that with just a few simple steps, you can make a username, a password, and create a completely alternative identity for yourself. Let's take Edward Allen McElroy here, for example. Here is a 48-year-old man from Silverton, Oregon. He entered an online chat room and began having a relationship with a 13-year-old girl from Vancouver. He convinced her to take her clothes off in front of a webcam and, without her knowing, took several screenshots of her body. He gained access to her name and where she lived. He wanted to have a sexual relationship with her, but she backed out. All the evidence was on her computer, including pages of their conversations. She reported his name to officials and is now facing criminal charges. With several previous charges on his record of attempted rape of a minor and sexual harassment, he is now behind bars for the rest of his life. A more recent case that you may have heard about involved 15-year-old Amanda Todd. She began meeting people through online web chatting and was lured in by an online predator as well. He convinced her to flash in front of a webcam and also, without her knowing, took screenshots. They began having an online relationship via web chat. When she no longer wanted to get involved with this older man, he threatened her. A year later, her predator tracked her down via Facebook and broadcasted her nude pictures anonymously online and sent them to all her family and friends. Amanda continuously moved schools, but he would find her again and her pictures would follow. She had no friends and went through severe depression and anxiety. In 2012, she decided to take her own life. Her predator was never found. These are just a few examples of online web chatting instances that made headlines around the globe. Yet, this world of online webcamming continues to be a lifestyle for far too many people. Internet sites run by organizations have loopholes in which wealthy people can pay children in rural areas to perform sexual acts in front of a webcam. Sadly, this is currently still happening today in many different countries. The number one country that is known for this industry is the Philippines. Government officials have raided the shacks of many cities and communities in the Philippines to further investigate this popular and unlawful trend. What they found was astonishing. BBC News indicates that inside many of these rundown homes were bedrooms set up as what they call cybersex dens. Hidden in dark corners under sheets and rags were showrooms for young girls. These rooms act as a stage for young children to go, undress, and turn the webcam on for foreigners who pay them. In order to get access to these young girls, local businessmen rent out laptops and USB internet connections for the families who are involved in this business. Fathers and mothers bring children to these dens to showcase them and then get paid by the owner of the house. Today it is becoming a widely invested business deal for the people of the Philippines who live in poverty. In a recent survey, 80% of the people who lived in the city of Cordoba were involved in this lifestyle. The children often suffer from depression, anxiety, or aggression. They do not know about sexuality and they have no idea of normal relationships. Parents involved in this industry use internet chat rooms to find clients and receive payments through international money transfers. Predators pay with untraceable prepaid credit cards that you could buy anywhere. For many families in this area, this is their only source of income. Police announced that the majority of the clients involved in this were foreign men, particularly from Europe. To the left, a British man by the name of Timothy Ford was one of these predators. He was found and his computer was searched. The files that were obtained led prosecutors to conclude that he had been talking to little girls as young as 5 years old, telling them what he wanted them to do in front of the camera lens. He now faces 8.5 years in prison. Many of these cases still exist today, and this industry continues to be driven by poverty. With a goal of working in law enforcement one day, and with these stories fueling my inspiration, I have come up with an idea that can drastically change society and ultimately end webcam child sex tourism altogether. I want to do something, I want to help these children, and I want to catch the masterminds behind these unlawful crimes, which is why I would like you to meet Sweetie. Sweetie is a 10-year-old girl from the Philippines. With her help, we will be able to catch thousands of sex predators every day who go online and prey on innocent children worldwide. She is the beginning of a new innovation of catching pedophiles. However, what people do not realize is that she is not real. Sweetie is a computer-based model made piece by piece. She is made of codes and programs that allow her to look very realistic. Computer simulators are used to transform these codes and allow her to speak. By using real people, we can apply these actions so that Sweetie can imitate them and move and talk like a living, breathing person. By using an application, we can control her every move and bring her to life. The initial project is meant to sit Sweetie in front of a camera and have her sign into public chat rooms and talk to men like tens of thousands of children do every day. Men will think she is sitting in a room somewhere in the Philippines, but really she will be controlled through a warehouse in a different location. We then wait for pedophiles to contact her and ask her to do various things in front of the camera. She will talk to them like a real girl would and provide them with her name, age, and a few things about herself. With FBI and officials on the other side of the camera, we will be able to gather as much information as the predator discloses and track them down using Google, Facebook, and other resources. Without hacking their computers, we will be able to gather their names, addresses, phone numbers, pictures, and video footage. Sweetie is only the beginning of this revolution to catch online predators and provide further advancements in the legal field. I would like to gather a group of computer engineers and scientists who are willing to work together and further this innovation in making various computer simulations of a variety of different children. I would like to make many young girls and boys of different age groups and ethnicities to continue posing as real human beings. With these incredible tools and technology that we have today, now is the time to start. With this idea, and with the help of my fellow peers, we can make a difference. No child should ever come across an online predator and be manipulated and treated in this disgusting manner. We can catch thousands of online pedophiles that prey on young children, and justice can finally be served. If catching them is so easy, we can put an end to webcam child sex tourism. We must act now, for the future depends on us. Don't wait until it's your kids who are the next victim of online exploitation to step up and make a difference. Change starts now. Thank you for your time.